Good morning, everyone. How are we all doing? I'm a little bit concerned about the chat. You guys are losing it already. What we've entered. I blame Nick. It's all Nick's fault though. How are we all doing? Welcome along. Nice to have you here this morning. Another beautiful Sunday morning here in New Zealand. Hope you're all having a great weekend. I've been up. I'm up already 3 hours. I got up early this morning and watched the All Blacks playing Wales at 4 AM our time. So already been a long day. Already been a long morning. So, here we are though. We are not worrying about rugby right now. We're worrying about where are we? Stone Valley. Think about what we're doing. Welcome along everyone. Nice to have you all here. Lots of familiar names. A couple of new ones as well. So if you're new here, welcome along. Nice to see you. As for you other regulars, sort yourselves out. Mighty Mike, how are you, mate? Nice to see you. Scott in here, AJ, Hunter, Yos, good morning. Legacy, you're the one that's causing a lot of issues. We'll keep a tight rope on you. We'll be watching. We'll be watching. Tanner, hey, doing good to see you again. Mark, welcome. Farmer Ed, nice to be able to catch some of your live stream. That was one of the perks of getting up early this morning. I could watch some of Farmer Ed playing on Riverside Farm on TV. So nice to see you. What's up, Nismo? How you doing? Chinook is here as well. Mr. Crofter, welcome to you. Nice to have you here. Well, we're just jumping straight into it. We're all set up to go with some ploughing. So our cotton field needs to be turned over. And we've got a few other things doing. We've actually got a contract set up. Just going to get started into this. Then we're going to go tackle a contract in a little bit. Field number 1 up here. Needs ploughing. Got a lot of weeds in it too. But it also needs ploughing. So that there. So we're going to tackle that. We've got field 19 as a contract, and we've got 2 ploughing contracts actually. Field 6 next door and field 17 apparently needs ploughing. So we thought we'd take those on as well. Just have a little bit of fun today, doing something a little bit different. The production chains are all up and running. In fact, have a wee look. We've got our cotton still being processed into some fabric. The sugar beets and sugar cane are both taken over. Potatoes are stationary at the moment. We don't have any potatoes in there. Obviously, they need a whole lot of attention to keep them going because they, as we need to empty out bins and things like that. I did do a tally up. I think we've processed about 100,000 litres of potatoes out of, well, there's 740,000 litres left. So there's a little bit of work there to go and do. So we might go and have a bit of time there as well. It was moist though. In fact, you're actually right. I'm pretty sure he started it. AJ Hunter, how are you? Anyone else having a problem with their game randomly freezing and just crash? Happens with mods enabled and disabled? No. Are you on Steam? If you're on a Steam version of the game, I'd suggest going and verifying your game files. It could be something that's got a little bit lost or compromised in amongst those. So go see if there's anything there. Might fix it. Cool. Missed a little bit in there. But I'd updated the plough so it wasn't the one that had the issues. In fact, we've ploughed plenty of fields lately, so right, come back, fix that up. Some justifiable reason for that happening. We'll cruise along here and get a little GPS course set up, I think. FS20 Farmer, hello from South Africa. Good morning to you. I was actually just watching. What's going on? Okay. Why are we not ploughing? Doesn't bode well, does it? Perhaps I haven't updated the plough and this is the one that causes issues. No, let's start ploughing then. Morning Braden, how are you? Good to see you. Hey James, how are you? Did we see the video of DJ turning into a cow and a horse? I haven't watched it yet properly. I did see it though. Let me get rid of that. Start. Actually, this too. That would be a very productive live stream if our plough's not going to work. Or everything. Right, so a quick detach and reattach seems to have ticked the box there, no? Well, I don't know how productive this is going to be. But starting there. Let's show up in that corner then. Let's show up in there. Alright. Well, let's see how far we can go and see how many sections it skips or doesn't do properly. I'll try it in the other direction. Sometimes it works in the other direction. Sometimes it does. Hey Braden, how are you? Long time no see, mate. And haven't caught you in a comment or in a live stream for a wee while. Good to have you here, man. Can verify in Giants Direct download games as well. Ah, okay. This field art. It might be field art. 5 minutes in and already having issues. Proper live stream. That's it, Mike. That is it. At least I got the sound working properly. Here's Trouble Nick. How are you, mate? Good to see you. Welcome in. So if you're in Steam, AJ, you just go to the game and right click on it, and I think it's in there that you can verify game file. Well, you're always in trouble. Of course, Nick still has his GoFundMe page up and running for his cancer fundraiser that we were a part of last week. So if you want to go and support him, didn't get the chance to previously, that GoFundMe is going to be live until the end of the year, I believe. And there's a link if you put an exclamation mark donate, pop up that link if you wanted to go along and support that. Nick the Trouble, Stephen. Exactly, Scorp, exactly, Scorp. How are you, mate? You've obviously been and picked up the, well, who are you going to get? You're going to pick up your wife and son, was it, from the farmer's market? Oh, Chinook's Trouble as well. That's true. Very, very true. Wife had picked up son as well. Now you can relax. Perfect. Good timing. You didn't do anything this time. But you would think you had to pause and think, what could I have done that got me in trouble? No, you're all good. Hashtag blame Nick. It's a hashtag stop Nick, wasn't it? Earlier in the year. That's why you're always a troublemaker, Jono. Thank you very much for those gifted memberships. Who are going to be the lucky recipients? Scorp, Hawkeye, Gunner, Runner Side, and Mike. Mike. There you go. Thank you again, mate. Appreciate the support you show the channel. It is over and above what you should be doing, but appreciate it all. Once we get up and going, this is a good combo. I like this. This tractor's been fun. Enjoyed using it. Obviously the plow covers a decent amount of ground, so should be able to get a bit done. Now what I want to do is actually set them going on a worker very soon. Maybe once we've got some headlands done. Stop, Nick's finally stopped. Yeah, once we've got the headlands done, cut across the road, Vicky. And we can have a worker going. I want to go and get that harvest contract up and going. And then we'll go and take a little bit of a look at some of the production side of things. See what we've got and still got coming. Nick is a hero in your eyes, any crap given is in respect. That is very true, Scorp. That is often the case. And if it's anything like me, you expect the lot back because you give a lot out. Hi Charlie boy, how are you? Great to see you. Hope everyone's been having a good weekend. Thought the little video we did this morning for FSG guys, found some game modding with their mod assistant. It is honestly, go and give it a download. It is light years ahead of anything else out there, just in terms of what you can do, how it is going to help managing mods. The mod folder switches that we were out there, like the Sim Game Alliance one, worked fantastic. Loved it. Did a good job for what I was using it for. But this one's just next level. Very cool. I always find it hard to keep mods updated between different saves, so you're going to find which save game have I got, Courseplay or Easy Devon or something like that. If it gets updated, how do I do that? And this is just going to make it so much easier. No worries, AJ. Have a good day. Catch you again next time, eh? Can you give it because you can take it better than most? That's the key, isn't it, Scott? That's the only reason I do it. We actually went to a bit of a Halloween party last night with the kids. I know it's a little bit late, but there's one of the families at school, boys' school, love Halloween, so they always put on a Halloween party in their backyard. They get it all decorated. Really cool. But they didn't do it last week because the weather was looking a bit dodgy, so they thought they'd postpone it till this week, so they got some nicer weather, which it was. It was good. And they had their yard all decorated with ghosts and ghouls and spiders and all sorts of cool stuff. But I managed to... One of the mums decided to tell us that she didn't like clowns. So I felt guilty afterwards, but I took a video of the one clown they had in their display and just showed it to her on my phone. She was not very impressed. And there was a tinge of guilt there at the end. Hey Legion, how are you, mate? Good to have you here. How is the trailer going, Scorp? I've seen a sneaky little screenshot of that. It looks awesome. Let's see, are we going to get plowed through here? We are going to get plowed through that part. We're just going to go through. Oh, we didn't plow all of that part. So, let's see if we turn around and go back the other way whether it plows this bit. Don't drive too deeply in the water. I don't think I went too deep in the water. I don't know what you guys think. No. Oh dang. Not ideal, is it? Try and go a little bit of an angle. There we go. Got that going at the angle. Who knows? Who knows what the issue? Funny thing is, I'm sure we ploughed this field last time. Or did we just anhydrous it? Maybe we just anhydrous it, getting it ready for crops. Olorophobia is a fear of plough. Wifey loved it, but still rolled her eyes at you because it still farms them. Evening, Joran. How are you? Managed to get Mini U down to sleep. That's good. I was gonna say I didn't see Caps Lock into the chat, Yos, but you brought them with you. Plow has a bug you need to update it. It's funny. I thought I had Ginger Ninja. Perhaps I haven't. And the reason I say that is because I've used Courseplay with this plow on a number of fields and had no issues on other fields, so that's what surprised me. Look on the map if it's done or not. Haven't done anything. That's alright, we'll sort it out. Hey Trey, how are you? Good to have you here. Anzac, morning mate. Welcome along. You're busy at the moment, are you? Starting to get into some spring work. Dylan, hello. Good to see you. Field state mapping error in the game. I think it's the plow, to be honest. I managed to plant that corner of the field and everything like that, so. He's in bed after a long day of being outside. He'll be down and out soon. I think our boys are the same. Normally they'd be out by now, but I think partly because I got out of bed a little bit earlier and snuck out, they didn't hear me get up, and having a couple of late nights knocked them out. Hopefully they stay asleep for long. Be good. Hippopotamonostrosa quipidilabobia. It's a fear of long. Failing reps today. Go. No, Nobus, how are you? Good to see you. Spencer Griffiths, hello and welcome along. Olaf, good morning to you as well. Hope you are all doing well. Nice to have you all here. Thank you very much for joining the stream. Friendly reminder, I'm sure you all have. But just in case you forget, because sometimes you just log in and jump into chat, make sure you've dropped a thumbs up there. If you like on the stream, it'd be much appreciated. Now Scorp, actually Scorp, you went here this week. Have you seen? Have you seen? They're official. They are here. They arrived during the week. I didn't have them for last live stream, but we got black, we got white. They're both trucker hat. Then stretch up for the last one. We've got a snapback with obligatory FSG green on the underside. There's no choice in the colour on the underside of the peak, so you did see the hat, you saw they're available on the shopping site. There you go. Yep, exclamation mark hats will give them to you as well. A hat, singular. Hat. Hat. David, why don't I use Courseplay? It's the best mod since sliced bread. I use Courseplay all the time, David. And we're going to maybe use Courseplay soon. I don't know, I might use a worker. But I use Courseplay a ton. Put a photo up in Discord of the mower in action for me. Is that the one you were building, Anzac? You were putting some mowers on the front of an old, or a second-hand Jaguar, weren't you? If I remember correctly. Yep, nice. You can do crossplay, Joss, if you're really ambidextrous, do crossplay by holding the controller reverse. You put your hands across one side to the other, so you use the D-pad with your right hand and the buttons with your left. It's quite clever. That's the best way I find to crossplay. Still have to get with your financial advisor so I can buy it. Thought it was a birthday present to yourself. Your wife has said no more hats, no space for them. It's easy. Yeah, I should set a command up for that one, shouldn't I, Nick? If I had every time I'd said that word on stream and I could soundbite it all together, you could do the command and it plays it as a soundbite. come into stream, all that I'd get would be that command over and over and over and over. Alright, let us see. We can hire a worker now. I'm just going to use in-game workers rather than courseplay. Right, who have we got driving today? Oh yeah. He's the dodgy one, he looks like he's going to steal your tractor. I'm going to be stereotypical. Going to say it again though, Giants wear other singlets, bandanas and 3/4 length pants for players. Got it on your AI. Why can't we have these outfits? I think FSG would look fantastic in an outfit like that in Hannah, Indiana. And suit him up. Suit him perfectly. You tend to buy a few hats, do you, Trey? I've got a good collection up here now. 4 Argsy gaming ones, 2 FSG ones. But I do need to go through and collect a few of them. You're back, AJ. That wasn't too long. I would get it over and over. So you can set a delay on it. I could do it every 10 minutes or something, Nick. Maybe I need to attach it to a donation amount if you want to play it. There's obviously must be an issue with the field because the plow's working fine in both directions. And this is a worker. He's going to turn the wrong way for me because they thought they hadn't gone that way yet. We've got someone more respectable in there now. Yeah, he looks like, apart from how he's holding the steering wheel, we're fine. You've got a hat rack that holds a lot of hats, but you need to get another one. So if you've always got a hat on your head, then you can actually have one more than the hat rack holds. Keep starting over and over on different playthroughs of Red River. That's impressive that you keep starting playthroughs on the biggest map that's out there, Trey. I don't know how you can restart on that all the time. This is the Wilhelmina Challenge, currently at 3 million balance. I need to watch Taz's video that you shared the link to. Morning Lambert, how are you? Good to see you today. Welcome along. Alright, let's let this fella get turned around, and then I think we'll leave him here ploughing, and we will go and look at this combine and see if we can get them up and running. Soybeans, so it won't fill the combine too quickly. We've done a big farm, a small farm, and just a custom harvesting contract. So, there we go. A few different ways to do it, isn't it? It is at capacity, you need to just put up another rack in your computer room so the wife can't say much. Alright. Turned around okay? See why they won't. Easy. Current goal is to buy the whole map, starting with 3 fields and equipment. It's a lofty goal, Trey. I like it. Which of the quad tracks is the most sexy? Case Deer, New Holland, Versatile, Class, or Challenger? Challenger have a quad. Which plow is this? This is the John Deere 2410, I think it's called. If it wasn't so dirty, I'd be able to show you it somewhere. I think it says it on the that on the drawbar. Yeah, John Deere 2410. There's a mod hub. Right, I'm gonna jump out. Get out of the way before we get plowed under. And we're going to get started here. So we've got this all set up. The tractor all the way down the other end here. This is just what came. This is the equipment that came with the contract. So I'm holding. Doesn't bode very well either. What's going on here? Am I actually on the right field? Harvesting field 17. Harvest the soybeans and then take the product. Oh, I can't harvest them. I'm on 17, aren't I? This is just turning into a really good stream. I'm on 19. 17's up there. Oh, goodness. That's why you can't harvest the crop, because it's not the crop you meant to harvest. Are we going to hit the bridge? Or the header's just going to fit over top? But here's the funny thing. I'm pretty sure this field up here doesn't have a crop in it. That was my error, but the reason I did that is because I'm pretty sure 17. It's our contract. It does. Ignore me. Ignore me. Best contractor in the game. Good job. Goodness. That must be a withered crop, is it? Right, let's see if we can keep horseplay up and going. I can walk away from this. Right. Create it. Horseplay field 17. Me. 1. We'll go around 3 times. Enter. Headlands. Actually, I'm not going to do. It would be interesting actually to see if I do lands. I expect it's going to go across the field. So we've got all these little cutouts. Let's see what it does. Might not. Generate fieldwork course. No, it was user error mark. Put it down to that. Chipped fence is your most used tractor. I like the Northwest Mods and Edits have released their edits on the 1109. This is thinking about it. This doesn't know how it's going to do this. It's struggling. Is precision farming worth it? I like it, AJ, because it adds another dimension to the game. Cuts back on your fertilizing normally. You don't really have to go over the fields quite as often. I like the way it adds weeds into the game. The weeds are better with precision farming than the base game. What else is there? Yeah, just some of those bits and pieces. I think that it's going to get better too. I reckon it's still more of an game. It hasn't changed too much. It was going to be more advanced. This is really struggling to figure this course out. The glitchy on Wilhelmina. The ploughers, is it? Peter, hi. I did my sugarcane harvest this morning with the big X and TLX 250k trailer. It was as painless as using a combine. I can imagine, Peter. I can imagine. Trey went on a whiskey tour. Oh, nice. Where was that? Oh, precision farming is a bit glitchy. Yeah. Is that because? I wonder why that is. Is it? I wonder if that's because you create your own fields or not. I don't know. Interesting. This is just going to have a coffee and just wait and see what happens with this one. I thought it might struggle. Park City, Utah, High West Distillery. Cool. Enjoy it. Always enjoy going on brewery tours. Good fun. Come on, Courseplay, you can do it. You can do it. Let's all think positive thoughts. In the meantime, while we're letting this, try and figure out the best way to harvest this field. Not too long now until the Platinum expansion, of course. I'm looking forward to getting into playing on the new map and giving that a try. I was very excited about excited was the right word. Looking forward to trying out the roller coaster and building the boats. I thought that was pretty cool that you have to do different things. So I can see it becoming a very much a factory management, production management process as much as anything else. Quite fun. Was good. Tried to it runs ahead. Very good. Went to the La Trappe monastery to buy beer and snack. Very good. Getting it early. Don't know yet, Nick. Fingers crossed. Do hope so. Right. Oh, I was going to say odds on this working, but it's worked. Look at that course. I'm down for that. Nothing wrong with cutting beans on the angle, is there? In fact, most farmers I've seen, most guys do, don't they? Stops. I've heard them talk about why they do it. But anyhow, that's all looking a bit interesting up in that little section. We'll just have to keep an eye on that. But send them on their way. First waypoint. Go. Baked chicken with rice. That sounds a bit posh. A bit fancy for lunch. There, Scott. Thank you, AJ. I need to be a reason. Cut at an angle to minimise shattering at the header. What do you think when the new DLC drops we throw the map up on a server? It could be actually a fun one. I'd love to get into doing some forestry on a server. Oh, a straw. Did I know that Lancey had soy straw on this map? I don't know if I did. Don't want straw though. I honestly don't know if I did. 14 months, Legion. Thank you so much for being here for that time. Appreciate all your help you've given to me and to the channel and helping out on Discord and multiplayer servers and all. Very much appreciated. Yeah, some multiplayer logging. I reckon that'd be a lot of fun when you've got someone's processing, someone's skidding. Loading trucks, someone doing haulage, unloading at the other end. Or even just having a couple of processes and all working on one skid site would be pretty cool. Never understood why Farming Simulator would have a logging aspect. It is an interesting one for them to have brought in. Well, I mean, it's been a part of it for a long time, hasn't it? But well, it's a form of agriculture, I suppose, but probably not what most farmers would look for. Then I suppose managing production efforts and making cakes isn't really a farming thing either, is it now? Logging is farming. I see today that ATS have announced the release of their Texas add-on for extension, which is the same day as the Platinum expansion. Alright, well this field's going to take a wee while, isn't it? I don't think we're going to get this done in the hour and a half we've got. The Nordic regions logging is part of farming. A lot of tree farms or logging farms here. I mean, we have a lot of logging here, a lot of forestry. I'm gonna have to pick up that Texas DLC. You can do you could be your own Oh, goodness. Your own delivery driver. I was trying to think of one of the main US courier companies. Complete mind blank. Hey Peter, how you doing? I live next to one of the biggest tree plantations in England. Is that right? You know, you make the end of the field before we get full. I'm trying to figure out where I take the tractor to. Land covered. 40% if gone that far. Yeah, probably just to the corner. It's a lot of our hill countries, forests, and they're less productive farmland. But with carbon credits and all that, there's a lot of debate about productive farmland being turned into forests, be used for carbon credits, and therefore being basically lost to farming forever. There's actually plans for, not far down the road from us, they're about to lodge a consent. The planning approvals to put a 45 acre, might be 45 hectare solar farm in, which they claim can still be farmed because they can put farm sheep underneath the solar panels. But this is on land that doesn't have sheep on. Scott's having lunch, Mark is off for dinner. What are you having? Baked chicken and rice for dinner, is it, Mark? I should try doing again is the Lincoln horseplay unload. Horseplay unload would actually work alright with this. His skull's munching cereal. %. Now we're gonna make it a corner. Plow. Yeah, so just that section up in the corner, we'll give that a try a little bit later. Try and go across it on angles or something like that, but all going well. Getting this all done, which is good. Once that's done, I think that's all our fields plowed. This one needs ploughing. It's got the sugar cane in it, so hopefully that's regrowing. Still unharvested. When it changes to a regrowth stage, do I have to do anything to it? I don't actually know. Or should it just start growing again when we get to first day of growth? Or will sugarcane just automatically start regrowing when it gets to the planting stage? Don't know, we will find out. Right, happy days there. All we need, and yeah. Supposed to be going out later for some Mexican chain food. Is your wife happy eating Mexican chain food? Oh. I thought she'd want the real deal, or is the Mexican chain food in Texas pretty authentic? Anyone ever watched the movie Assassin's Creed? I have not, AJ. No. A few movies and that based on games now, isn't that? It's one of them. Because the one that's coming out very soon with Mark Wahlberg in it. Last of Us, isn't it? Last of Us? It's a long walk. Those who have, that machine they use in the movie machine, they can turn that into a VR. Nice day, you should head to Joe T. Garcia's for dinner on the patio. So, Scorp and Scott, what's your predictions? Game 6 of the World Series in a few hours? What do you reckon? The Astros going to wrap it up, or Philadelphia going to take it to Game 7? I know you guys aren't. aren't Astros fans, but we're close to a home game. Home team winning. I suppose it's like the arch enemy winning, isn't it, though? Tex-Mex is different than what she makes. She will only eat the fast food mix sometimes. Yet to find good Mexican food in Utah. Alright, let's, what do we, let's leave that going for now. Then get a little bit fuller. And we're just going to go take a look at our productions, because they'll be very close. Alright, so we've got the sugar, like I said. Sugar's up and going, we do have some sugar there. In fact, we'll bump this up to double speed. But so far, we've actually generated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pallets of sugar. So we've got, what is that? 1,000 litres each, 9,000 litres. No, what are we saying? I've got to double up there, don't I? 18,000 litres of sugar. That's good. Everything is running over here. We can probably actually turn this back onto its auto drive course. Yep, do. Pop up. That can keep going on auto drive. That is back up and going. Should get this vehicle speed sync. I normally just put cruise control on, AJ. Right. Let's go over and have a look at it. Let's go to game 7. Hey John, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Good evening to you. Good morning from me. Alright, we won't do this for too long, because I know it wasn't very popular last week. Try and get this going. Yeah, move. Taking an obstruction probably. Where are you going? Oh. Let's go to game 7. You're rooting for the Astros, but Billy probably deserves to win it. You reckon? Why is that, Scott? I haven't watched enough regular season or kept up with regular season stuff to know why. Curious, I think. Gonna go the long way. Haha. Thank you, Eos, for your misclick. Appreciate it. No one tell him. Can click it again. Okay. You'd rather Philly win, but don't really care as you're not watching. Fair enough. Fair enough, score. Astros have been to the World Series more than their fair share of time. Now they've done, well, apart from the obvious season where they were caught cheating, they have had a pretty successful run of it lately. Anyone know of a good lime tender trailer mod? JFL Modding, AJ Hunter has released one that's a Australian trailer, but it has side augers on it. There's a single one and a double one. I found that does a really good job. He's on Facebook. He makes the Kenworth K200. Heck, do I have it installed on this? I added in here. The old trailer pack. No. It'd be under O in the white pages if I had. No. K100. That's a pretty cool. That's a pretty cool setup. I've used, well, you can use the the conveyor. The conveyor does lime, doesn't it? Oh no, you've got to get the lime to auger mod. Use that, but yeah, there's the lime to auger mod, and then you can use any of these auger wagons as lime. Anyway, I think I showed you last time we managed to get this course, auto drive course set up working well. It was good. Fall behind 2 bin seed tender. That smaller one. Is it in there? Regardless, there's plenty of options. Yeah, there's the lime to, well, there was a lime to auger mod. Are they going to go forward now or not? Maybe they haven't. I thought I'd got this working properly. In fact, that hasn't saved it. I'm sure I made a change. Oops. Yeah. A bit better. Maybe it wasn't. Yeah. Ah. Enhanced fill types. That's the one that was causing issues with crashing though. I'm going to steer clear of that for the moment. Legion. Crispy LS. Hello, I'm from Germany. Welcome along, Crispy. Nice to meet you. Nice to have you here. I am from New Zealand. Coming at you live on a Sunday morning, very early. Almost 8 AM Sunday morning for me. But, great to have you here. Welcome. JFL Modding on Facebook. If you just type that in, you should find it. Right. Yes, I had a bit of a tally up. We've got a few pallets stacked in here now. Each of these. More on that one. Good. Which so the premium potatoes in there. It's the seed potatoes in there. That's right, it was the beeping on this which was annoying last week, wasn't it? Anyone could come up with a mod to silence reversing beeps. That'd be much appreciated. Maybe a modded forklift that doesn't beep when it backs up. I think FS Miners, some of his equipment is some of the loudest there is. Some of his mining gear, the wheel loaders and things. Ridiculously loud. We're in the future. Doesn't help us any what though, does it? Could replace the audio file. Where's the audio file? Where would that be shared or saved? I want to cut the beep out of our forklift. The annoying one we get here, I don't know if you got the same, we have seatbelts beep in vehicles. So when you're in a farm vehicle and you're just driving down the farm or something and it beeps at you, you haven't got your seatbelt on. We used to always drive with the seatbelt clipped in, then sat on top of it. Moo moo moo, is that what it sounds like to you? I don't think, have I got any double stacks in here? I do. I can triple stack this one. It would be funny if it moved. I see. Took me a second. Well, took Legion's comment for me to clarify what you're talking about the escort. Put a cow beep on it. Ah, you read put a cow beep on. Read all the chat next time. I just leant my head to try and peer around. Oh, what have we got? We got a collision up on that. Okay. Maybe we'll just leave a single stack at the back there then. That would have hurt if that fell down on our heads, that's for sure. Right, our combine must be close to full, so we'll go and check on that in just a sec. Yeah, look at that. Having a cow moo would be more annoying. You're probably quite right. Where is this combine? Let's see if we can find it on the map. Side. Here it is. A nasty place to be waiting for us. Shootout on the road. Cut up here. Did actually well getting in and harvesting that little bit. And quite a cool little field, isn't it? Cut through the trees here. And we can come through backwards here. We're going to fill the trailer and then try and drive off before we get the combine completely emptied out. Oh no, all good. It waited. Perfect. Oh no, it did not wait. Now it's going to hit, but... What I don't know is where we actually need to sell this. Where do we need to take this to sell it? Let's have a look at the contract. We've almost done a fifth of the contract, 20%. Just going around one headland pass. South Valley Stores. Flash on the map. No, flash, or does that have an exclamation? Alright, looks like we're going to have to tag it to find that. South Valley Store. Am I blind? Oh, right there. That's stores. Okay. We go there as a withered crop. It was soybeans, it was just withered. Looking at the wrong thing. I wasn't completely wrong. At least we don't have to take it too far though. Good. We do have the nice grunty fent though. So it's the 9 series, 939. 39 miles per hour, so it'll probably get us there and back just as quickly as a truck will. There we are, 20% complete, one lap of the headland. What does the fixed visual month setting do? So that makes it so that the trees and everything look the same the whole season around. So if you want your trees to always be green rather than turning orange in autumn or losing their leaves in winter, you set the month you want it to look like. So regardless of what month it is actually in game, they'll always look the same. Ba 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 ba. How many day seasons am I using? I run 2-day seasons, AJ. That's what I normally use. I haven't gone any longer. I find I can get most things done in 2 days. If I was going to do longer seasons, I'd probably run at a faster time. Like maybe a 4 or 5 day season at 5 times, because 5 times for a day is about 2 hours for a day from sunrise to sunset. A good period of time to, if I'm recording a video or making something. 2 hours, about the max I want to try and record. So that could be the day in the life of a farmer type thing. Right, just going into this. Don't worry about that last 5. More sugar made? No. You only play 5-6x in 3 days. All depends what you want to harvest, eh? Because a field like that's going to take a good 3 hours to harvest. You can always slow the time down if you need to get something finished. Speed it up if you don't. But instead of, yeah, I very rarely actually use the sleep triggers. I more often than not just speed time up too. Got a mod that can change it up to I think 20,000 times, so you can get through a night pretty quick. The other trailer bump. No. Right. Oh no. I can. One of these, I think the back one has a side tip, doesn't it? Correctly. Oh, maybe not. You know, both rear tip ones. Polly, is this pre-recorded? No, this is 100% live. I'm doing this as you're sitting there watching. So, there you go. Howdy Kartik, how are you? It's actually in the future because New Zealand time. That's right, it's 8 AM Sunday morning. $55 watching. Welcome everyone. Nice to have you all here. Argsy recorded it tomorrow. I recorded it. Doing it all on a Sunday. Hey, Middle House Man, good to see you as well. Welcome along. Erdy, how you doing? Good evening. To have you here. Wonderful to have so many of you here. Always appreciate the support. Could tell you the winning Powerball numbers and you could be a billionaire. If I could do that, Nick, I would have done it by now. Alright, combine's empty, so we'll leave them going again. We're not just going to drive along beside. Go and have a look over at our plough. Is that going alright? Yep, happy days. So it must just be an issue up in that corner with the field. There's something there with the plough, or I don't know, maybe there's a collision with the trees, or I think there were some issues early on with collectibles and things. So maybe it's something like that. I can't remember whether I'm on the very latest version of the map or not. Alright, I'll move some more spuds out of the way. I'd figure out all these boxes I put in. I'm gonna have to unload them at some stage. I think we might use an easy easy universal auto load, something like that. Minus 35. So they aren't they? Oh, hang on. No, in the middle. Model House Man, you've just watched the video on FSG Mod Assistant. It is a great mod, a great tool, probably be the best way to describe it. But yeah, they've done a fantastic job with that. I think that's going to work very, very well. 35 to 45. So, I don't want to stack that any higher. Take it too high, pretty high, and then go to take it too high straight. Yeah, I've been using it for a couple of weeks now. Legion's probably got a copy of it too, but it's fantastic. Makes everything so much easier in terms of managing mods and checking things out. I mean, I've still got all my folders to go through and see if there's any other issues or anything I need to resolve, or you know, keeping things up to date. But it is very well conceived. Does the basic stuff very well, and then adds those extra features. And they're always looking for ideas, so if you've got other suggestions for what it could do, drop them a note, jump into Discord, give some feedback. Even put some suggestions on the GitHub, you can do that through there, so have your voice heard. Be a contributor. Hey James, how you doing, mate? Good to see you, long time no see. Are you all moved and shifted now? No, last time we were talking, you were off to the UK or something, weren't you? You use the universal auto load, very handy mod. Has its place, Erdy. I do try to do most things myself, or with, of course, you know, with workers. Try and avoid too much of that. But I think once we've got, I did the maths. I reckon if we get these all processed into pallets, we're going to have 380 boxes of potatoes. So I'm certainly not going to be doing it all on live stream. Might spend a bit of time when I just get bored, or if I've only got half an hour and not enough time to do anything else, might just jump in and process some spuds. I reckon we're going to be out of potatoes. No. Now we'll dump everything out. Yeah, got duck hunt. Funny how this was working perfectly the other day. No, it just doesn't want to go. Can't figure it out. Can't figure out why. I've tried so many different permutations of it. All because of that post there. If we didn't have that there, we'd be fine. Wouldn't have a problem. But we do have that there, and we've got to deal with it. So, right, green that one. Yeah. Catch up to the combine again. Really like the Lumberjack mod. Lumberjack's good because it's got the super strength correction in it already. I keep on going to easy dev tools to try and use super strength, and it hasn't been updated yet. AJ wants the best farming simulator in your opinion. FS22 not included. Well, to be fair, I've only played 19 and 22, so I can't really comment much further back than those. If I had to pick one out of the two of those, though, I'd definitely go for 22. I think self-publishing has given giants a lot more freedom and scope to do things that they might not have otherwise been able to try when they were under a different handle or a different publisher. And you know, really looking forward to the new map. What they've previewed so far, even just with the puddles and the rain effect and those kind of things. You know, the way they're pushing the engine even more is pretty exciting. And I don't mind doing a bit of forestry and logging, so while it's not everyone's cup of tea, I don't mind doing. Loki is a genius, he certainly is. In the UK till mid-December movement fairly well. Cool, mate. Are you getting along to an All Blacks game while you're there? I've been up for 4 hours now since I got up and watched the All Blacks at 4 o'clock this morning. Just edit it out. So we already use auto load for the potatoes. Might be once they're all stacked in there, just use the forklift to bring them out to the truck, and instead of actually stacking them on the truck, use auto load to pick them up and load them. That's what I was thinking. No collision at the post? Yeah. Oh, no collision course auto drive. You reckon it would? Yeah, that's a good choice. Let's give that a whirl. Find out character. Where are we? It's a user setting, isn't it? Global setting, collision. Oh, so I've already got collision detection on now. Can't be that. And this one hasn't even backed. I changed the reverse course and it didn't even get back all the way to the. You know who's the expert at figuring these out? It's Heavy Metal Gaming. He helped me with my unloaders on the gold mine. We got them working. He'd probably have a suggestion. Collision light over ground. I think that you make that bigger, don't you, so it's lesser. Looking at the help for that. Give me the help. I need to play with it more. I need to figure it out. I spend too much time. Keep getting these out of the way. Easy Dev has been updated on GitHub. Oh, good call. Thank you. I shall do that. Only 5-week mod worked in 22. Was it Queen of Modding who did that one? If they have any intention to do it again. Plywood would be great to have with the expansion, wouldn't it? A little bit going tonight, might get it to 1 while I'm here. It's 2 football matches, missed out on the fight at the end. So Oh, which fight at what end of what football match? Drop, I've heard about a fight at the end of a football match. Play with it more. Play with auto drive more. Kartik, come on. Come on now. Don't like regular forestry, but you like chop and log. Oh, that's that one. Size of this 45 plus. Okay, front. Okay, I'll leave those there. Interested to see what new modded productions come after modders get their hands on the DLC stuff. I've had some great ideas already, Crofter. I'm looking forward to it as well. I think it should be good. Oh, what's happened here? That was... I knew... See, that was where I said we were going to have issues with this little section up in here. You've seen the cat breeding GTX is working. Yeah, I saw the image. I saw the video yesterday, Crofter. Not quite sure why you'd, of all the animals you'd choose to pick cats, but anyhow. Hey Ian, how you doing? Good to have you here. It worked. Oh, the supporter fights. Right, gotcha. Nearest waypoint. You got into trouble with your cousin who took me because I was chanting the only two football songs I know. Apparently they're reserved for Liverpool or West Ham. Oh goodness. Did you wear a Wellington Phoenix top or something like that too, James? Just to be completely inappropriate. Well, by the end of the stream, I reckon we might just about have the headlands done on this one. How through are we? Yeah. How's our plough going? Oh, just about finished. And join him. Can't milk him wrong. That's just wrong. Did I miss something, Scorp? I'm sorry. I quite possibly know what you're talking about. You know how different the worker width is? So that last pass going the other way, and I went round the edge here, was on GPS. What, 6 rows different? Oh, I'm Nick. I ignored you as well. Chat's just moving too fast. I can't keep up. Sorry. I'll try my best. Actually, that reminds me, as I see the money going out, we were going to jump into here and repay that $300,000 loan we took to be able to buy and build and run all the equipment we had. Now, Cotton paid for that. Here we are. Actually, if we look on this field, done on it. Look at the profit we made off it. It's nuts. of cotton. I feel like I should just plant the whole map in cotton. You managed to borrow a shirt for the second game we went to. Like for a away game, yeah. It's crazy, eh? Alright, let's go and give this corner one more go. Try it at a few different angles. See if we can get it taken care of, otherwise we might just have to easy give plowed state on this field. See what happens. Which is why we're driving down here. Welcome along everyone. Nice to have 50 of you in here at the moment. Hope you're all enjoying your weekend and having a nice relaxing time. Doing whatever it is you love. Alright, let's try going across some crazy angle. I'm going to, while I think about it, controls for that. We're just going to adjust the dust scale down so I can actually see what we're doing. Yeah, right. So for now, here we go. So it works on that angle. Oh, I got too square though. There we are. Get it on. No. Got some of it on that angle. Not all of it. Oh, I wonder if that's because there's a section in there which I could actually do. I reckon that's why. I reckon there's a section of the last 6 or so rows. I reckon if I come back up here I'll be able to do those if I just take the last 6 or so rows. Then we'll get into the chunk that won't work. As suspected. You reckon one more row will be too much and it won't let us do it? Alright, it's working. One more. That one will go. That one goes. That one goes. And then it stopped. Puzzling, isn't it? Very, very puzzling. What do you reckon if I planted grass on it? Do you reckon if I painted it and then tried to plow it from a painted state might work? I wonder if I actually turn on field creation. Have I done that? Yep. Field creation turned on. I don't want to go past the edge. Just use F12. No, Mark. I can't do it. Field are we in? I mean, I will. Field number 1. I need to call it F12. I've got mine set to F10. Right. Set farmland. Where do I do this again? This one here. No. Do it. It is in here. Is set field ground. Field number 1, ground layer. Want it to be done. Plowed. Weeds, that's ground type plowed. Herbicide. That right, does it? Look at that, magic. We've done it. Right, we had a plowing contract or two to go and find what they were. Field 6 and field 19. Now field 6, the one right next to it. It is. Let's not even bother folding that up. Hello Emil, nice to see you, welcome along. Alright, do a course for this one. This will be interesting to see what this does. Great job. Field group. Hasn't detected that little bit. Everything. One tool, 3 headlands. We'll start work on the centre, up and down, skip a row 1. That looks all pretty good. Field report. Should be able to figure out that. Yep. And this waypoint means it's probably going to fold the plough. Okay, we'll drive to this waypoint. Be completely on the other side of the field. Yeah. Otherwise it would have sat there folded, driven all the way to the other end to then unfold it. I just feel like we should... Oh, it's not my field. So we should just plough that piece out. Not my field to do it too. Yeah. Off. Perfect. Alright, jump out there and go and see what's happening over here. Cool. At least I managed to get around further. It's good. This is, for those of you just joining us, this is a contract in the soybean field. We've finished ploughing all of our fields that we need to get done. We've got the potatoes are processing. We need to just go and move a few more boxes out. I'm just doing that here and there, not spending a whole lot of time over there. And we've got this contract to do. We've got the ploughing contract we've just started to do, and then I think we've got a ploughing contract in another field. Possibly is the one just there that has the withered soybeans in that we tried to harvest at the start. Right, here we are. Perfect. So I'm looking forward to getting back to Hannah, Indiana tonight. Some guy. We are probably going to be into some mass tillage and field prep. Possibly even getting the big air seeders out and planting some wheat. Or winter wheat or some sort of winter crop. I think might be the go. Just have to wait and see. We are going to have to get some crops in the ground now that we've harvested those oats. Interesting, a lot of people picked up on the fact that we didn't collect the straw. Justification for that, we didn't have any equipment to pick it up with, and when you're $2 million in debt, the dealer wasn't too keen on just lending us or leasing us something. And we weren't too keen on blowing any of our operating cash on leased equipment, so rationale behind those decisions. Whether it would have paid off or not, don't know. Cruise control button. I did not. I like how there's two cruise controls at 6 miles per hour. One obviously to match the harvesting speed, and then your actual cruise 6. Very cool. Just scored some free tickets to the Lamborghini Super Cup final tomorrow. Where's that? At Crofter. Free tickets are always good. Honest answer time, am I interested in the new map and its features that are soon to be released? I am, Kartik. I enjoy doing forestry. I really have no issues doing some logging and doing all those kind of things, so I am. And I like the way the productions are set up with the roller coaster and the boats. I think it's kind of cool to have a goal, have a reason to go and produce all those different things. And a clear reason to do them. Okay, the only reason you produce clothing or something and go to all the effort of doing cotton or wool to make fabric to then make clothing is to sell it, really. But I think this gives a new rationale behind it. And some of the logging feature, like the I'm looking forward to trying out the rock breaking. That's kind of cool. Again, I mean, it's kind of like rock collection in the fields. I think you'll do it once and then go, yeah, it was cool, nice feature. I'm not going to use it again, to be honest, for that one. But using things like the Yada, I think it'd be pretty cool to zip some logs across the map. If I recall correctly, did I read one of them said it had an 800 meter long rope on it? So when you're on a 2x2 map, you can just about zip logs halfway across the map. You can get a clear line of sight. David, good morning, mate. Welcome. It's a good forestry to try, so yeah. Once you get the hang of it, not too bad. And the physics are much better in 22 than they were in 19. If you tried it in 19, it would put off by the physics. I think, at least, in my opinion, it is better than it used to be. Autodromo Algarve. Where's that? That. You brought the DLC, it will probably never open the map. I've got it with the, I mean, I've got the Platinum expansion, so I'm getting that anyhow. Still to find out if I may have the privilege of an early access or not. Hoping I do. I won't lose any sleep over it if I don't. Portugal, right. I knew you were in, knew you were mainland Europe somewhere, I just couldn't remember where. Just started playing a few months ago, mostly because my son loved like tractors and so on, and he saw somebody play the game on YouTube. Now it's just me playing. It's pretty cool. I've played with my kids a couple of times, and all we end up doing is racing tractors across one side of the map to the other. Trying to drive over fences and crash into the AI and all those kind of things. Well, there we go. Timely post by Nightbot if you are interested in the Platinum expansion and you don't already have it through either the Season Pass or anything like that. You can buy it on its own, and there is a link to take you to the Giants website, and you'll be using the creator code automatically of Argsy Gaming. So if you want to support the channel, you can enter that in there, and doesn't cost you anything else. And in fact, they did have 5% off it last time I looked. I don't know if it still is. I have a feeling they had a 5% discount up until release. Can't get your kids to play it all. My youngest wants to be on the live stream once. I need to figure out how we're going to do that. I do have another webcam, so I thought maybe I could set him up with a webcam and put that on this computer, and then he could go on my laptop. He'd be sitting next to me playing on my laptop. See. He's only watching here as well for about 2 minutes and then going back to bouncing around the living rooms. Funny. Ooh. The best time. Actually, there we go. YouTube picked that up for review. Took a second. That bodes well. Maybe they've got their act together and starting to pick up some of that. Stream together thing coming soon, apparently. Yeah, mobile only at this stage though, Kartik. I was reading about that the other day. I think the idea is if you're out with a friend and they're putting a lot of emphasis on mobile streaming. You originally brought 19 on PS4 for your son. I'm sure it'll, if they tend to test these features on mobile before bringing it to main platform. So shorts, for example, were mobile only to start with, and then they've transitioned that and brought it through to the desktop full site. So I expect we'll get the same thing now. I'm going to go and intercept that combine because it's going to try and come up to these trees. You have them coming to show them things on pumps and they just turn around and leave. Wish they'd roll everything out to all countries simultaneously. Yeah, I mean the issue then is if they have a problem with it, whatever it might be, it affects everyone globally rather than just that country. Things escalated quickly and now he doesn't play it, but you've got a laptop for playing it while you travel. I suppose it's a win-win. Hey Mike, thanks for hanging out buddy, good to have you here as always. We'll catch up with you again soon. Take care, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Scott is back from lunch, nice. Making me hungry talking about food now. Alright, back on that way again. Happy days. Right. We got that. Go and check on our plow. That's fine. Be on the right map. That. Oh, so they actually detect. I didn't realise they detected that as an island when I was looking at the course. That's pretty clever. Good job, courseplay. Start for the kids and the parents end up playing. All better for it. Here, here, Scorp. Here, here. I agree with that, Legion. There's a lot of wonderful folk I've met and interacted with, and hopefully in the next wee while there might be chances to meet in person or have some different opportunities. It's pretty cool to know like that there's probably a number of different countries that I could tap someone on the shoulder if I really got caught out and say, look, I need a hand. Sorry. Wife yelling at me. Couldn't find her wallet. Apparently it's my fault. Yeah, you know, just to know that if I got caught out or had any problems, you'd be able to give someone a call or drop someone a message and hopefully have someone who could help you. Cool. Ah, Saran, you spoiler. I didn't know. Right, I'm not going to sit down and watch that game. I watched the first 20 minutes of it. Said in a different stream. Thank you, Kartik. Always someone bring us down to earth, isn't there? Mass meetup would be so cool. Yeah, so who knows, if I can make it over to FarmCon next year, there could be an opportunity to drop into the UK or do something around that, maybe. We'll have to wait and see. Would always be a plan. Been playing for a long time, just never got into YouTube. Yeah, I don't know how, like, YouTube was what I learnt a lot of what I did with watching. It's funny how, like, of the people I used to watch all the time, I hardly ever watch them anymore. So I've got grown this completely different community of YouTubers. You couldn't hold that in. Fair enough, Serene. Fair enough. Oh, I mean, you'll be odds-on favourite to win the World Cup next year now then, eh? Or are you peaking too early? You're playing for everything, Scott. Not at all, not at all. Steve, good morning to you, my friend. Welcome along. Morning, Rocks. How you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're having a nice weekend. Oh, we're going to hit something here. This is not going to go well. Oh, I thought they were going to pull their way around there. Nope. No. Must be Brett driving. You agree with me there on that, Rock? We've obviously, because of the shape of this field, I didn't actually notice, but they obviously dropped down to only doing a single headland pass. Why it's going close to the edge, it'll be because of those little sections up the top there. Would have said, computer does not compute. Gone. Gone again. Kartik, thank you. You know them all by their names? World Cup, here we come. You're pretty good at that game. What's that, blaming people? Did Brett make you write that? Don't eat fish. What's that got to do with anything? And since when did Nick not eat fish? Fish is disgusting. Oh, you can't beat a fresh surimi, Nick. Ceviche. Cooking it in the acids of some lemon juice. Vinegar. Delicious. Oh, here we go. We've got a divided chat now. Got a poll up. Is fish good or not? We've offered to cook Nick fish taco. Here we go. Hang on. There we go. We've got a poll. Do you like fish? Yes or no? Let's get the community answer on this one, because this combine's now going to go and start some plans, and we're not going to need to do anything with it for a wee while. Cannot stand the smell. See, fresh fish doesn't smell. That's the difference, Emil. Good fresh fillet of fish that's cooked properly. Didn't smell it at all. How do you fish? Goes great with chops. Like some fish and chops, Steve. Right, plow's still going. Gucci. I think this thing's electric. I keep on leaving the battery on. I'm leaving the limit turned on. It's a pretty close poll actually, 62% yes. It's pretty close. I thought it might have been a little bit more positive than that. Divisive food type. It's how the world hears us. I know. I know. Fish and chops. What was it? Fish? Fish and chips. That's the Australian way. Fish and chips, mate. Blindfold taste test. You cook it and send it to him, and he can eat it blindfolded 2 days later when it gets there. Is it a trick poll where both answers are really yes but one's spelled wrong? I hope not. I just wrote the question in there, it was already a yes or no option. No one should be deceived by the poll. Kind of boxing myself into a little bit of a corner, aren't we? Potato box. Put that down there. Next one cleared out of the way. Happy days. There you go, 62% yes. On my powers deduction, that means 38% no. Very close. Very even poll. I would have gone 70-30 would have been my prediction if you asked me before. Oh, here we are. Done again. This is actually quite good just coming over and clearing this out every now and then. It's full of potatoes. Keep get that one out of the way. Go for a little bit longer without our intervention. Oh, so Mike's jumping onto No Man's Land today. Love what you guys are doing with that. So Scott, you guys haven't seen, Scott Free For All has spent 5 live streams on FSG and my No Man's Land game save, and he's continued to develop it in his own way. He's now handed that game save off to Mighty Mike, and he has got that now, and he is going to run with it for the next 5 live. Are you doing 5 live streams on it, Mike? That you plan? But he's going to do 5 streams or 5 episodes or something on there and carry on Scott's good work. And once he's done with it, it's going to move on to someone else. I think is Kigarino getting it after Mike? That's still the plan. That was the last thing I'd heard. So yeah, to go along and check out where the map goes to. It was weird the first time I watched Scott play on it, and there's been others. Andy H, I know, he's done some on it. I think Keeks was planning on doing something on it. Might have waited now. He's getting involved with these guys, so. Have to jump on their channels and go and keep track of progress. Very cool to see though. Don't trust Scott to do any blind taste test. Have to check out Scott's last episode before he hands it over to Mike. Yeah, Snapper's probably Snapper one of my favourites, John. Absolutely. Especially when you've caught it fresh that day and it goes straight into the pan. Yeah, Chinook, Scott, Scorp, can one of you share Mike's? Oh, there we go. Scott's done it already. Chinook's done it as well. Okay, go and check Mike out. Best fish you ever had was blackened halibut. All right. Yeah, we're doing soybeans the authentic way, cutting on an angle. All right, plow time. Actually, I was interested. I added in. I haven't looked. Time saving stock check. Excuse me. I just my eye. I hadn't actually looked at what our values are. Look, we've got $500,000 worth of potatoes, and that's only okay. We've got 1 point. I thought we only had 740,000 litres. We've got that across each of the silos is the same amount. That can't be. Must be counting them double, surely. Surely that's not right. Yeah, so we've only got 669. So it's counted them double because we've got two of the same, maybe? What does this say if I show location? So because I've got the root crop storages are right next to each other, it must be doubling up on it. We should only have that amount. Might actually let Mark know about that. Not a whole heap of sugar beet, but not bad. Sugar hasn't counted because we taken it out of the spawn trigger, so we've obviously got more sugar than that. But look at that, $500,000 worth of potatoes. That actually makes it worthwhile, and they're going to be worth even more when we look at what's our premium potatoes worth. 760. Sorry, 529 versus 377. That's going to be a good amount of money once we get there. You're blacking something. Oh, funny. Emil, your father-in-law likes to braai it on the beach after it was caught. Nice. Yep. Kiwis often have a barbecue out on the boat, and they'll catch it and fill it out on the boat, cook it fresh. Oh, Rox, it's Brett's birthday today. You're still here. Happy birthday, Brett. Hope you've got up and cooked him breakfast then, Rock. Hopefully you're not listening anymore and you're cooking him a nice breakfast for his birthday. I thought I was smart parking here. I thought I'll be on the right side when the combine comes down the next pass. I'm going to go into that section first. Right, well it looks like we're not going to get this field finished today, but we'll be back doing some more of this next week. We'll see. I might, just in the interest of progress, I might come in and finish this contract off stream, and then we will be able to move things forward. I'm going to spend a little bit of time with the potatoes as well. I'm going to get more of those processed. So 669,000 litres still to go in the storage alone. That's another 300 and something pallets or boxes still to process. So I want to see how far we can get those sheds. They do the braai and you'll enjoy a morning beer in the cold weather. Perfect. That is one thing I haven't got my head around though. I know a lot of Asian cultures have fish for breakfast. Fish for breakfast isn't my thing. I'm trying to organise a fishing trip with some mates to go deep sea fishing after kingfish. At some stage, probably head up to the Bay of Plenty and try and do that. Mr. Rusty Money Gaming, welcome along, buddy. Nice to see you. Hope you are well, my friend. Hope you're having a nice weekend. Not sure if you're working or not, but if you are, hope it's been a quiet shift or two. What is my end goal for this series? I really don't have it. I pretty lack it. Setting myself end goals. The main goal was to harvest the fringe crops, so I've still got the poplar down in the bottom field to do. A field of poplar down here. That's still on the list of harvesting. You can see there, it's still growing. In fact, I don't even know. It's in the, yeah, we planted it, so it takes a while to get ready. So when that's ready, we'll get down and harvest that. And that's sort of the last thing to do. Otherwise, it was just trying out all the different crops and figuring out if I could horseplay auto drive, automate some of them. Because I know that's been a lot of people's big gripes, how long it takes with the small equipment to do a field. So I was like, well, how can I do potatoes on a big scale in a big field and get them done quickly? And that worked pretty well. Sugar beets worked pretty well. Sugarcane, not so much, but I've got a plan to maybe try that again. Where the only thing that wouldn't be authentic would be using those Mantrid's auger wagon, which we ended up using, but the auger master. I was thinking, instead of using the auger master behind the sugarcane harvesters, was actually using them behind the tractor, and then see if I could get these to go and unload in the truck. So it should work, but yeah. Otherwise, in terms of a end goal, no, nothing else more particular than that. Goal is to figure out how you join. Just put the username and password in, guys. We'll figure it out. Poplar takes forever to go. Oh, I'm discovering that, which is why we're now helping out a neighbour with some soybeans, and we're helping out another neighbour with some plowing. It has shown me though, like the potatoes, we've got, what did I say? $900,000, $500,000 worth of potatoes. We make $500,000 off the cotton. And while we did a big field of cotton, it was field number 1, we did the cotton in that field, that was decent size. Potatoes was in this field, which, oh, it's big, it's not huge. Imagine how much we'd get for potatoes off field 1. Maybe we should put potatoes in there and try that. Automated. Need the Thorger wagon. Do need the Thorger wagon. Having that problem with cotton taking too long to grow. Score. Whatever I do, don't bail up the Poplar. You won't like farm some again. Well, that's the only option I have with base game, isn't it? Is it under balers? I mean, that's the only option I have, isn't it? That's what I was going to do. Well, I know the modded forage harvester. I'm trying to keep it base game and realistic, Rusty. As authentic as I can. But yes, I did know there was the modded forage harvester headers. And it could end up to that. Could end up with that. Chop it for wood chips. Use a mod. How dark those tie tracks are. How is the plow? How now? Plow. Running around the outsides. Brilliant. Brilliant. Alright. Let's get this out again. Start putting some of these in the shed, so too. You can remind me what the pallet limit is on PC without the limit breaker, so I don't have that in yet. Was it? I wanted to say 200. Was that correct? I knew you would, but I had to say it. Learn things the hard way, Rusty. Doing it myself. And then going, why? Why did I do it? How now, brown plow? Not a brown cow, it is a brown plow. Interesting, I thought I got more premium potatoes out of this, but it seems I get more seed potatoes. What's the processing rate for them? Premium? I feel like I've got more of the seed potatoes out. It's 35 to 45. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 stacked in there. Pretty much. This shed. 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks in there. So we've got the same amount. And then out here we've got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we're pretty much equal. I suppose that makes about sense. It's what? 5 to 4 for premium versus seed, so I guess that makes sense. The other thing I was going to do actually, I was going to get some pigs because we have all these waste potatoes which aren't worth anything. We can convert them to pig food in the processor here too. That was something else we thought about doing. Which is why we set up here, down here at the pig farm, so maybe that's something we'll do too. Base game pot. Oh, is there? Is that under forage harvesters as well? It'll be under heated though. Oh, that one there, the New Holland one. Ah, could do that then, couldn't I? That's not cheating, is it? It's a base game one. Here we go. We won't go to one of the big suckers, the big modded ones, which I don't have installed on. We could go to that New Holland one. I could accept that. That would be acceptable. Peter. Things were learned with sugarcane. Things were learned. Some new choice words. I put a 45 up on top of there and I wasn't. I wonder how many times I've done that, stacked the wrong box in the wrong spot. This is what makes... Oops. I'm read chat while I'm going to pick up a pellet. This is what makes the game great. Many ways to play in all directions. Great game for everyone's own styles. Absolutely. Rusty, absolutely. Yep. I think we try and touch on a few different ones. Mining, forestry, farming. We do try and keep it... Dare I say realism is key? Or is that misappropriation? Alright, combine's probably full. Oh, it won't quite be full, but get this one out of the way and then we'll go grab the combine again. That trailer will definitely be full. Get emptied out. And the plough will be finished, so I might move that down to the other field. And then I think we'll be just about ready. Say farewell for the day. Oh, it's a combine. We'll have to wait for it to get back down this end. Missed the mining one. No, not to realism. We're trying to get back to the mining. How much? It's fine. But they are all done. Did they finish the contract? No, we haven't quite the whole field done. Completed. Right. And what other field are we doing? 19. That's the one down there. Here we go. from the sneak out over. Oh, we're not sneaking. There's actually a field access down here. I actually wanted to get back to the mining so I can get to a little bit more oh, that was a narrow gate. Do a little bit more forestry and get my hand back in before Silver and Forest is out. Check out all the operator gremlins. Make sure my joysticks and everything are all set up and configured properly so we can get into that. Thanks Kartek, mate. Pleasure having you here as always. Enjoy the rest of your day and hopefully catch up with you again soon. Here. Set this going and the perfect time. Say goodbye. Once the combine. Same settings as last time. Should be good to go. Looking forward to the DLC Chinook. I like the idea actually, Legion's idea of putting it on a multiplayer server. Oh, it was on the wrong field. Yeah, I know, on the wrong field. Cool. Great job. Field position. Pre-ordered your copy yesterday, Steve. Awesome, mate. Thank you very much, and thank you for the message to let me know you'd used Argsy Gaming as your partner code. Appreciate that. On Mod Hub, there's a stretched version of that New Holland header, along with. You're really looking out for me here, Peter. I like it. Thank you. I'll find the start. These with this big plow, these plowing contracts are well worth it. 20 grand. 20 grand to plow this field with this plow. I would have done this plowing contract and the other one quicker than we can do the harvesting contract. Same value. Here's the start point. Oh right, last task. Get this last load emptied out. Be good to wrap up. What time is Mighty Mike starting his stream now? What time is he streaming? I think it's No Man's Land. It's going in, trust me. It's in the trailer. Fine. 22 GMT, so is that must be in an hour. Is that right? Doing the rough math, looking at. Oh, 3 hours. Oh, so Scott's live in half an hour and Mike's in 3 hours. There we go. Pile of sugar beets. It's disappearing slowly. It'll take a wee while. Or sugar cane, sugar beet. Alright, do a check on how far through the contract we are too once we've got this emptied out. Look, while it's tipping, Harvest contract 63%. Michael Hammond. He looks like a upstanding member of society, doesn't he? Cheers, Steve. You have a nice day, mate. Enjoy your Sunday. I hope it's nice up your ways. It's looking. There's a few clouds, but it's beautiful and sunny outside at the moment. So, hope you are enjoying the same. Alright, well this would have been a better pet field to start off in, but plows going there. We've got crops processing, production's all up and running over that side. Combine running down here. Everything is just trucking along nicely. Remember, I've got that deck trailer in there too. I said it. Where's Scorp? Flatbed trailer. It's a flatbed. Nothing else. Can't see the mountain, but it's not raining. That's good. We'll park over here so we're not on the headland pass for them and stay out of the way. Alright folks, well on that bombshell, thank you very much for hanging out with me today. It's been a blast as always. Nice to have over 50 of you here for a long time. If you haven't dropped a like or a thumbs up on the stream already, make sure you do. Double check you're subscribed as well. It surprises me how many of my viewers each video aren't subscribed. It's quite a high number. So if every one of those people who watched it, I know the vast majority of you guys are, but if everyone subscribed, it'd really help boost the numbers on the channel. What else? Shameless plug, if you're looking to buy the Platinum expansion, please make sure you use at least a creator code from one of the partners, whether it's myself, the Farm Sim guy, or anyone else who is in the partner program. Make sure you do show some love there. It doesn't cost you any more. And if you like the hat I'm wearing or any of the others we've got, they are on the merch store. Go through the YouTube page, easiest way to find them. So other than that, as always, just a pleasure to have your company here. Enjoy the rest of your days, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll catch you next time, probably midweek on Southern Cross Station, unless we happen to get a copy of Silver Run Forest before then. Fingers crossed, who knows? I don't know what their plans are. We will wait and see. If it turns up and we happen to have it, we would certainly look to have some live streams on that. So next Sunday, actually, last thing, I'm not here next Sunday, so there won't be a live stream next Sunday morning. Other than that, have a good week, enjoy your weekend, and we'll catch you again soon. Later.